Things are happening. Things are happening. Oh, hold on. Everything is kind of everywhere right now. Can people hear me fine? Is everything going okay? Eek. Hold on, it's been like a year since I've done this whole thing, so I'm still kind of getting used to everything. I don't even... Let's restart this music. I need to turn down my music down. My headphones. Where's my mouse? Great thing about having two monitors that I keep moving around is that I can never find where I put that dang mouse. Okay. There we go. Hello, hello. Let me just check on my iPad to see if everything is going okay. Don't mind my little character just like phased out of existence for a little bit. Okay. How do I do this again? Like I can. Let me see this. It's been so long since I've streamed or done anything. I'm like, eek, what do I do? What do I do? Hold on, let me move my mic. My mic is kind of like not where I talk. Oops. Okay, there we go. Let me quickly check if the volume is on. How do I even... I'm just gonna open up my stream on like my iPad and see what's going on there. Hold on, give me like BRB like 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's all. That's all. That's all. 30 seconds. Okay, everything seems fine. I just don't know why am I so blurry? Hold on. I changed something. I hope this doesn't crash stream because if it does, like we're kind of done. Okay. Hopefully that didn't break anything. Hold on. Okay. Still good, still good, still good. Let me get that text out of the way. The way that I literally made this model just for streaming and like it's been a year and I still haven't streamed once with it is actually like kind of crazy, kind of bizarre. But oh well. I do make the rules, but like at the same time I don't. Let me get my just getting my pen. Okay. I think we're good to start. Hello everybody who might be in chat right now. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm just like, I'm kind of a little bit rusty. Forgive me. I'm getting back into the swing of things. Okay, beautiful. They're saying my bit rate is low, whatever that means. You see, the thing with like Wi-Fi in Canada is like, don't even let me get started. Don't even let me get started. It's like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really bad, and then like when it's really bad, like you don't even really know what to do. Because like there's only so many options they have out there. Anyways. Okay, how do I? Okay. Let's go to Clip Studio Paint while we're here. Okay, yeah, I made this reel recently. It's the thumbnail. I'm just getting back into the swing of things on YouTube here and making like content and whatnot, and it's been like very, very fun. I've been like recording a my layers. I've been recording like that's not what I'm looking for. I've been recording a lot since May. No, not May. March. Like the beginning of March, I had like a video thing planned out, and then like I just stopped recording. So that's where that kind of ended. But we're keeping it going. We're keeping it up. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this file open. I don't know why my drive isn't opening up. It's opening up like this is like a PNG version of the character sheet. I want like the new thing I'm working on right now. I feel like I haven't worked my computer this hard in a while because like when I was trying to start stream, the reason I was like a little bit late to start stream, when I was trying to start stream, I was like, okay guys, let's get it going, let's get it going, and then like OBS would just like not work. So I was like, wait, well, what do I do now? I have to start in like 2 minutes. I have to start in 2 minutes, and then like nothing's working. Oh well. Oh well. Why isn't this folder opening up? Okay, there we go. Like I had it in my recently opened. Like ideally, I honestly should have had this opened up like oh, not that folder. Ideally, I should have had this file opened up before I even started streaming, but like eek, you know? Okay, there it is. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. I haven't drawn all of today, so like I'm a little bit rusty, so we're gonna start with a little bit of a warm-up, and the warm-up being like let's just start the drawing. Okay. Right now you might be confused, like where the hell is she making a new character sheet when she's already got one right there? But this one was made like the file I'm drawing on was made quite a while ago, and it's I tried like doing like some blender modeling with it, like character modeling of Dante, and I mean like it turned out good. Like it's I can tell you like it's not 100% like the characters. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that? I swear, living in a big city is like it's a ride, but it's not 100% like the 3D model's fault. Sorry, no, it's not the reference's fault that my 3D model didn't turn out good. Part of it is an issue of the modeler not being good at modeling, aka me, but like I don't know. I don't know. Like I tried modeling and I tried modeling it, and it just was it was like at first I was like, guys, this kind of sucks. This kind of sucks. Why is this kind of doo-doo garbage? And then like I kept going with it. I'm like, guys, wait. Am I a genius? Am I really good at modeling in 3D? And then I kept going and I kept going and I finished like the base model of the body. And I'm like, guys, wait, it sucks again. It sucks again. It's not good anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Am I still blurry? I hope I'm not still blurry. Maybe I should like bring my little avatar down a little. I kind of have like it blown up. Where's my mouse? Okay, there we go. Bring you back down. Ooh, tiny. I didn't draw this tablet, by the way. This is from it's like this app, like this application called like Spud tablet or something, and it's supposed to like track your hand as like you draw, and I was gonna do that, but then I'm like, guys, the computer can only handle so much. The computer can only handle so much. Okay. Okay. I hope that doesn't keep me blurry. I hope I'm now like 100% like crisp and clear. If not, I could keep going down. Just miniaturize myself. No biggie, no biggie. Huge tablet. Okay, boom. Okay, guys. Is that too comically large? It's a little bit big. Oh, oh, oh. Not that high. Come on now. Okay, you know what? Like, I think that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Actually, no. I lied. It will not have to do. Not yet, not yet. Let me make this a little bit, make it have a little bit bigger. See, the things I do, guys, like, it really doesn't need to be, like, this complicated. Me, like, moving things around. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. We'll call that perfect, we'll call that great, we'll call that amazing, because I want to draw. Okay. I'm just gonna hope, like, until somebody says anything, I'm just gonna hope, like, that the volume and everything is good. Okay. Okay. Anyways, guys, I hope you've been doing well. I've been doing pretty good myself. I've just finished year 3. Yeah, year 3 of my degree. So I'm pretty stoked because that means I have my work year coming up, which is why I can make these streams now. I'm not like in school anymore. I mean, I still have like I'm gonna be employed, thankfully. I have a job lined up starting like later this month, like kind of mid-month-ish. I have like that planned out. But it's not assignments, it's not assignments. That means I have like my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5 and my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5 to like do anything except be a student. And that's kind of exciting, kind of exciting. But yeah, let me see, what can I tell you guys? Let's see. The past like 3 years have been like really crazy. Have been really, really crazy. I don't know, whichever one of you heard me say like, "Oh, I'm going to school, I'm gonna become an engineer" in first year, and then I was like, "I'm gonna try to post regularly, guys. I'm still gonna try to post." Whoever heard me say that and then did call me stupid, like you guys are fake. Cause tell me, oh my gosh, tell me why like I couldn't post. Tell me why I was so busy that I couldn't post. It's actually crazy. Actually crazy. I wanted to make like a little bit of like a story time, maybe. At a maybe story time isn't the word for it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because I'm like I can't be going through like this nonsense for like so long and not have anybody to rant to. I mean, like of course, like they're my friends and whatever, but like I need to tell the world what they're really putting us through over here, and it's not easy. It's not easy what they're doing to us. It's a little bit evil. It's a little bit evil. Okay, let's get this food done. But yeah, no, guys, I haven't drawn in like so long. It like except for like these past weeks where I've actually had like a little bit of time to like just kind of, do some sketches on like a napkin or whatever. Like there'd be like months where I'd go by and I'd be like, man, I haven't, not even a circle has seen the side of me. The only thing that's seen a side of me is like a diagram from a homework problem, and that's about it. And it's it got to a point where I'm like, guys, can I still draw? Do I still have it in me? Can I still draw? Can I still draw? But I mean, I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Yesterday when I was like filming like for another video, I was like, guys, like at first I was like drawing the side profile. I'm like, guys, wait, like I still remember side profiles. I'm still like I still got it. And then like I started fleshing it out. I'm like, guys, like it sucks. It sucks. I can't draw anymore. But oh well. Done better than perfect. Hold on. Okay. Done better than perfect. But yeah, anyways, the main idea of this thing is that when I was with like this whatchamacallit, what was this called? Turnaround kind of thing, is because when I was doing my little like 3D like Blender business, I've been doing a lot, guys. Like I know I say I've been doing a lot, but like for like the time I've had, we've been doing work. But like whenever I was working on like my Blender, especially like the character stuff for Dante specifically, um I was kind of going based off of like the original turnaround, and uh, the goings weren't going good. I'll be frank with you. The goings weren't going good because like when I made the turnaround, I was making it in like the way I made character sheets usually for comics. So it's like, does this look like the character from the front? Yes? Good. Does this look like the character from the side? Yes? Good. And if both those conditions are true, then continue. So, so I mean, like, and that wasn't bad. That wasn't terrible. It got me through like The Mermaid and the Dead Man, like part one. It got me through like most of In Your Dreamscape, except yeah, it got me through most of In Your Dreamscape. And then the only thing is that when it came to like why are these fingers so tiny? When it came to yeah, I need to fix these fingers. They're so why are they so ugh, okay. When it came to modeling it in 3D, I was like, wait, guys, like the character doesn't look like itself in all like the character looks like itself in all directions, but like it can't be modeled in this way because the proportions aren't the same. Like in the front, I'd have the eyes like be like the regular size of or like what I consider the regular size. And then the side profile I'd be like, wait, why are the eyes like a million times smaller than what they should be in the front? So I was just having a really hard time modeling because like A, I'm like a beginner, and B, like the character model sheets like respectfully, like with no respect at all, like they're kind of garbage. They're kind of trash. So I don't know. And then I was like, enough is enough. I need to like make an actual like sheet that I can like actually use and then reference like one to one in 3D. Because whatever we're doing right now, it is not working. I fear she's a flop. I fear she's a flop. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. Okay, let me check on screen one more time. I get paranoid. I'm like, what if this whole time I'm talking and like literally nothing is coming? Oh, my pencil almost dropped. What if this whole time I'm talking and like nothing is coming out of my mouth? Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? Knock on wood or like whatever people say. Hello? Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. OBS was like glitching out on me. I'm like, this is it. It's over. It's the end. Anyways, have you guys seen like I'm looking at like the automatic like chapter titles or whatever the heck they're called on YouTube, and like they're they're so wrong. Like what is this? Planning out my week? I didn't do any of that. Oh well, I mean I did, but like I didn't do it. Not in this live stream. Anyways. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I don't know if you can see these after the live. Maybe I'll just like look crazy, like I'm talking to myself, talking nonsense. You guys see the, you guys see the VOD. Don't I sound like a whole streamer saying that it's VOD? Anyways, okay, back to what we're talking about. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys like the blender. I don't know if maybe like that will like actually legit crash my PC and then like this stream will go blue screen if I like switch to blender all of a sudden. I mean I could try, but you guys have to take my word for it until like the next stream that the blender is looking okay, but it's not looking great. It's looking okay, it's looking alright, but it's not looking too hot. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I can work with this. I can work with this. I can work with this. Now notice how like they're almost the same height, but like this one looks way better than this one. Notice with your eyes how what I just said is true. Okay, hold on. Okay. And then this is the front view. See how I really took my time lining up these views. I really took my time lining up these views and making sure that it don't look like garbage anymore. Raw to me. Oopsie. Let's delete layer. Hold on. Let me show you what I was talking about before with like the old like stuff for Dante. If I were to make like a guide for this, like look at this. Do you see the chin here ends at like maybe I should get like, let me draw it out for you so you can see what I'm talking about. The chin ends here. Why is this like non-existent? Oh, there we go. The chin ends here, but then here you can see like there's a little bit of a gap there. So like when I'm 3D modeling and I'm like being super ultra mega precise, not only is this a sketch, not only is that a sketch, but it's not even correct. It's not even correct. That's the thing. That's the thing. The nose, I think I lined up the nose. The nose is okay. Well, not really. Not really. Like the bottom here lines up to like kind of like the tip of the nose, where the tip of, well, a little bit under the tip of the nose should be. So that also wasn't right. What else? What else wasn't right? I think, was it the eyes? Look at that. That is so okay. This should be like this should be the top of the eye and this should be the bottom of the eye, right? But then when you look here, where top of the eye who? It should have been something like this. So you see, if I'm modeling in 3D model and this is what I'm expecting from the front view, and then like this is what I get, you can understand like why the model is looking doo-doo garbage. Obviously, because he can't draw. But yeah, anyways, this was the trouble I was having. Like this looked like him. This looks like Dante. A star, A star, A plus, A plus. This not only did it not conform to like the proportions of like front view Dante, it didn't even look like him. Like who is this man? I've never seen this man in my life. But that was issue number 1, 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, anyways, let's turn the sketch off. So now that is done. Let's move this guy back down. Okay. Okay. I just gotta move this over like that. And that should be Dante. Okay, this is a much better. I mean, I'm not in love with the proportions per se, but like if I don't get to make the 3D model, this is still a good reference for the comic. And it's solid, you see, and it's solid, and it's solid, and it's solid, and it makes sense in 3D. It makes sense in 3-dimensional view, which the first one didn't. Okay, turn that off. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Okay. Okay. Let me just spread them out a bit more before I merge the layers. Is this even wrong layer? Okay. There you go. I'm so glad I still remember the shortcuts for Clip Studio Paint. Like God forbid I forgot anything. Otherwise it'd be over. It'd be Jover. It'll be done for. Okay. Um, do you think I can freestyle the back of the head? I mean, like it shouldn't. Even if I'm drawing, even this. Okay, the side of the head don't really look like the front of the head, and I think that's okay. And the back of the head, I should be able to freestyle in Blender. If not, like the back of the head is none of my business. I have no business thinking about the back of his head. So I'll just freestyle if need be. Okay, let's try to line our blue on this. Man, Clip Studio. Oh yeah, I forgot. How could I forget? How could I forget? Since the last time you saw me, I got Clip Studio EX. When it was on the little spring sale or whatever, I used like whatever money I had like from it wasn't all my money. It wasn't all my money. I'm more responsible than that. But I used a lot of money. Well, I mean like it wasn't like a lot, but like it did cost me like a little bit of money, and I got a new license since I didn't want them to like write over like my license for version 1. But like it wasn't a lot of money. But like I did use some money to get the EX version. Cause I'm like, if I'm really it was like I don't even remember what I was thinking then. I'm like, if I get the EX version now, I'll like work on my comic like during school. And like obviously that didn't happen, but like it's super nice to have the EX version. But then they came out with version 3 and I'm not really sure what is it still version 3 or are we on version 4 right now? I'm not really sure. But I'm really not too sure what version 3/version 4 is on about. So, but yeah, I got Clip Studio EX since the last time we saw each other. From the very little drawing I've done this this year and the tail end of last year, like it seems pretty nice. I guess it seems fine. But oh wait, why am I snapping for here? Okay. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I have to remind myself when doing character sheets because I get so burnt out. I have to remind myself it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that we can draw off of or something that we can blend off of. Blend isn't using Blender, guys. I know. A lot of wordplay going on in stream. A lot of high level wordplay going on. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be like done to an adequate degree. Asterisks. Has to be done enough that I can do stuff with it. And that's all that matters. I should have probably like made a bald version of him to model the head, but like I don't think I care that much actually. Okay. You know, it's been so long since I've just like been wanting to stream. For the longest time, I'm like, I'm gonna just do a stream one day where like I don't even really announce it. And I just stream, and if nobody's there, like that's okay, cause like I'm doing it for the love of the craft, guys. I'm doing it for the stop snapping. I do it for the love of the art. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm like, I want to get back into YouTube and I want to make a post, but I don't. It's kind of like a lot of pressure to like be posting for the first time in a while. Like I did with like my last video, which was also the first time I posted in a while. I'm a creature of habit, sue me, okay? But it's kind of nice to kind of relieve yourself of that pressure of like my next update has to be big and it has to be mega, it has to be all this and all of that. But like if I just like stream like on a random like Saturday at like noon when everybody's supposed to be going at lunch or like whatever, there's no pressure because like there's no expectation there. I guess is like how I justify not really advertising what I'm doing. I was a little lazy, but also I was a little bit scared. I was a little bit scared. God forbid a girl gets scared. But yeah. It's just now that I finally have time to like be making all this content and whatnot. I felt like this was actually like in when I was finishing up the last of my finals. I'm like, guys, I can finally, by guys I mean myself. Guys as in me. Guys not as in you, because you weren't there when I was talking about this. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, I can finally, I as in me, man, I can finally like work on my content. I can work on my comic. I can work on my YouTube. I can work on my writing. Guys, I've been writing so much. I've been reading so much. I've been thinking about writing so much. I kind of dream about it, not gonna lie. But at the same time, I was like, I have all these aspirations, all these hopes, but I think deep down I was like, what if I'm like, what if it kind of sucks, guys? What if we suck at drawing, writing, and storytelling? Like, how bad would that be? So it was like, it got to this point where I was just like making like a bunch of like excuses where I'm like, oh, you know what? I can't stream, I can't record, that'll bother my roommate. But like, my roommate isn't here 24/7. Like, she goes out and hangs out with her friends, like, and she has classes at different times than I do. So it's not like I was stuck for luck with making content. At least like when I'm not in school. When I'm in school, that's a different story. But like when I'm not in school, like I could totally be making content as in right now. But then I was thinking, oh, you know what? I don't know. Maybe my videos will flop. Is people really interested in like comic things anymore? Do I really even want to post on webtoons anymore? Like, what is even like their platform doing these days, etc., etc. And then I was like, maybe I should make my own like personal website. But then I'm like, how do I like move traction onto that? And then it was like, how do I like market myself so that like people like who aren't into webtoons going to watch my content? And I'm like, what if this all fails and then I look stupid? Like it was all sorts of things, because I think in this day and age, God forbid I sound like a boomer or something, but like in like today's like culture, it's like it looks it's bad to like look like you're trying and then fail. Even if you like look like you're trying to succeed, like it looks like kind of lame. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess it's like that's how it's perceived more than how it looks. And I guess it's like for me, it's like I always kind of viewed YouTube as like this thing. I'm like, oh, if it works out, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. But then, it hasn't like I haven't gotten viral or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's not like it has worked out. Not like it hasn't worked out. Like I've gotten a lot like out of YouTube, like professionally for fun and community wise. So it has been working out. But I'm like, if it's not it's kind of been this thing of like, if it's not my job, it's fine. I can always quit, right? So I always viewed like what I was doing as like I can do like willy-nilly whatever as long as I don't look like I'm trying too hard, because I don't want people to think I'm trying too hard, so that when I fail or like when I do bad it won't be embarrassing, something like that. I don't know if I'm making much sense. I want to make a video on this, but like the thing is, like, I had a channel. Oh, don't go back to the first video, but like I did talk about it before. I had a channel before this one. It was a Minecraft channel. It was like pretty like well known. It was pretty popular. But then like at some point like I outgrew it and whatever. And where was I going with this? What was I trying to say? Anyways, the thing is, I could have quit and I could have stopped there because I'm like, well, girl, you didn't go super ultra mega viral with YouTube. Maybe like you should count this as failure and stop. And that's kind of, well, I don't know if I thought of it as a failure. I was just like, maybe it's just not a thing. Maybe it's not just meant for me. But then the thing is, I came back to YouTube doing art. And when I came back, it was probably like one of the most saturated niches of YouTube at the time. Like everybody was doing art, everybody was doing story times. Speed paints were like a dime a dozen or something like that. So it's not like I came back to YouTube thinking, oh, I'm really gonna make it. I have like this niche content that like people are gonna be like all over Google Gaga about. It wasn't like that. It was just like I came back because I was like, I just miss doing YouTube. And that's kind of why I'm back like now. It's like yeah, of course, like it feels like, how do I say this? Also, we're getting like really deep here. Like me and myself and whoever will watch this VOD later. But it's like, how do I explain it? It's like I'm still scared of like that feeling when like your friends find something like that you're trying hard on and like you're kind of like looking kind of lame while doing it. Like that sort of aspect still scares me to like show that like I'm really passionate about it and I really want it to go somewhere. But then at the same time, like I said screw it because I'm like I just want to make videos and I just want to make art. God forbid a girl wants to like let loose and have fun and enjoy her craft. So I don't even know where I was going with that. But oh wait, no, never mind. I kind of remember. But yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at like this summer, where I'm like I'm really just gonna take content creation like seriously. Not that I never did take it unseriously before, but now it's gonna be like I'm gonna take it like how I take school, you know, or like a job. Like I want to like work on it and make like serious progress, and not just like general content creation, but like more of like my webtoon and my novel. Like, right? Okay, don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. If at the end of the year you be like, you said this, you said that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I never said any of that. But by the end of 2025, I do want to have like, I don't know if it's gonna be all of the Mermaid and the Dead Man out, but like I want to have it started for sure. And then I want to have my novel. I have so many novels, but the one I'm working on right now, like you'll see it when I post my next video. It's kind of like a vlog type beat, and you'll kind of see what I'm working on. I want to have like, yeah, I want to have something to show off of it, right? I want to try making like serialized chapters. Oops, sorry. Like on tapas, what they do there. I want to do something like that where it's I get to interact with everybody. I get to I get to like write my novel and people see it and and see my characters and like connect with the story. That's kind of like the dream. That's kind of like the dream. I think when I think about doing comics or when I think about doing writing, when I think about doing animation, when I think about doing storytelling, it's a lot of like I I I have all these shenanigans in my brain and I want people to like see it and love it and like connect with it on like some sort of level. And like right now, like what I do, like people obviously people love me stuff. But like that's me not gaslighting, what's it called? That's me daydreaming, monopolizing, manifesting. That's me manifesting. Um but like I want I want people to like maybe like organically find my story. That'd be very nice. Organically find my story and then like read it and think like, man, like I really connect with this type beat. I really wanna read more. I really wanna read more. And the thing is I know like I'm a bit cocky. I'll give myself that. Like I'm confident. I'm confident in the stories I have to tell. I'm confident in my characters. My characters, they they're interesting people, like or like whatever species they are. They have interesting arcs. Like they're even when I'm writing about them, I'm like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Why are you acting like this? Like I get to explore them and I get to like meet them when you guys meet them too. So I know like they have a lot going for them, and I feel terribly when I'm like I'm gonna write this, and then I just don't, I just don't, and half of the battle is like, at what point, like, is it like my fault for not like prioritizing my like schedule well or like timing everything well? And at what other point is it like I have a job to work, I have school to work, I can't always, like dedicate the amount of time I want to these characters and their worlds and their story. So it's like it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. Hello, Ams. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm just yapping about like storytelling and like finding time in a busy life to tell stories and do your work. It's just like I love like I have the skill towards my character where I'm like, I know you guys are interesting and all, but like I don't have enough time in my busy life to write about your stories and everything. And it's like where's that delicate balance? Is it me being lazy or is it just me being busy? But yeah, that's kind of the discourse with myself right now. But right now, other than talking, I'm working on character sheets for Dante for my webcomic, The Mermaid and the Dead Man. And I kind of want to turn this into something that I can like use to make my Blender 3D models. I want to make a video on that sometime soon, for sure. But yeah, I want to make sure that the character sheets are what's it called? Like on model? Is that what they call them? I want to make sure that they're on model in all sorts of views so that when I'm actually modeling in Blender with my limited skill set, I won't crash and burn. Is the dream. That is the hope. But yeah. Cool. Okay, let's see. But yeah, this is the front view of Dante. Where's the side view? This is the side view of Dante. So we're just working our way through that. And I'll need to dress him up eventually. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do that later. The first Blender model I did of him, I based it off of, oh, where'd it go? I based it off of this right here. But like he's obviously wearing clothes right now. This is not a base model. But I when I was in Blender, I did this funny thing where like I kind of guesstimated where his body is, right? And then I mean like it kind of turned out okay, not very well, but it wasn't my best idea. Okay, you're starting on a story-based project and need artist contributors for it. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Is this like a comic, zine, zine? I have two artists already. Okay, you wanna tell me about that? That's exciting. Everybody's starting some new exciting projects. I have wanted to work on like a collaborative piece at some point. When I do get the time, when I do get the time. Maybe if it works out with my timeline, I could join in on that, depending on what it is. Hmm. Sometimes I think about like the fact that I can draw guys, and then I think about like me, like when I was like 10, and I'm like, I don't know how people can draw guys. I can draw girls easily, but guys, they're another beast, they're another creature. But now I'm like, a lot of my stories, like either main protagonist or like a very close protagonist is a dude. Where can I send you the storyline? You could go to, oh shoot, do I have my Instagram in my bio? You can go to my Instagram and shoot me a DM on there. I'm becoming more active on my art account now since I have freedom and time. Let me check to see if that's in my bio. I kind of copied and pasted the live description. Yeah, it's there. You can find my Instagram and Linktree there. If you go to my Instagram, like shoot me a little DM, copy paste whatever you'd like. I'll look through it after Scream. Okay. You use Twitter? Okay. Funny story is I used to use Twitter too, but now I kind of don't know where that account's at. Um, hmm, you could shoot me an email. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I have my email shared on anywhere here. Hmm, is it on my link tree? It's been so long since I used Twitter. Sometimes my friend sends me like tweets of like novels we're reading or something, and I'm like, girl, I don't even know how to use this website anymore. I don't even know what's going on. Okay. No, I don't have it there. I can type it in chat. Hold on, my little email. I don't get a lot of messages there, so I should be able to see it quickly. Um, Give me a moment. I'm using my phone as like part of my face tracking thing. So I can't. I'm trying to go to my iPad. See what's there. I think I found it. There you go. There you go. Can't believe I don't have that anywhere. I made that email for the channel, and I'm like, nobody can access that one. Nobody knows about it. Oh well, I should fix that, and I should also update my link tree. So Maz, are you like a writer or like? Am I from India? You see, you'd really think with the name Nikita. No, actually, I'm from Zimbabwe. A lot of people when I meet them, they ask if I'm from India. And I also have a lot of other friends. Well, a lot is an overstatement. I have like two other friends. They're also Nikitas and they're from India. And I'm like, small world, small world. Yeah. The thing is with Nikita, there's two spellings of the two major spellings of the word that I found. One with a like IKI or IKKI, something like that. And then there's some with like an H, right? I find that a lot of people who have the name Nikita from India, they have like the H in their name. Some of them don't, but the ones I do know have the H in their name. And then there's also Nikita from Russia. That one usually doesn't have an H. That's where my mom got the name. It means like invincible, undefeatable, etc., etc., something along those, something along those lines. I don't really. I've asked her like, where did you like? What was the what was the inspo behind that? But it was more like it was just a nice name. I'm like, you know what? Facts, fair enough. Good meaning, I'll take it. But yeah. And it's been my name for the past however long, so I just kind of stuck with it. It's kind of stuck with me, I guess. Okay. Mm. Yeah, it will be a dark style. Like grungy or like darker in color wise? I've been thinking about Mermaid and the Dead Man, my reboot for the comic. I was thinking about making it like one of the other reasons why I'm remaking my character sheets is I want to kind of redo some colors, I don't know about shape language to make it a bit more fitting for the tone. Let's see, there are 3 main characters, 2 boys, 1 girl. Ooh, okay, big cast, big cast. Cast. Okay, I think this is okay. The hands look so small and weird. Eek. And do I want to? I don't really want to fix them. It's okay. Blender, it's actually quite easy to do hands for me. I kind of make them just like boxes and cubes and whatnot, and it kind of works out. So if it ain't broke. Ams, were you the one who wrote the story? It's interesting. I find that on YouTube, like especially like with the content I make, it's always very much art heavy. So I never really get to like talk a lot about writing, even though I do consume like a lot of like writing content from YouTubers who do like mostly writing, like making novels, writing sprints, etc., etc. But I don't get to make a lot of that content. At no one's fault other than my own, I fear. It's just easier to make like art-based content since it's something it makes it for an easier YouTube video to like add visuals to. If I'm talking about writing, like I don't know what I put on the screen. Yes, I wrote it. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. How many, like, how big is it? How long? Like, short story, novella, novel. I don't know the other. Epic, I guess. I don't think epics are quite in fashion in vogue these days. Maybe like Brandon Sanderson. He writes long books. That's more of what I know. I think I want to make like a novella length novel for my first work that I'll put out officially out there. Like the thing is, I've done writing online. I plan to release a small manga later if it gets good response. That's smart. Start small, work your way up. So is it like gonna be like a visual novel-ish? And then good response, make it full manga, full comic type beat? Kind of in the middle. Okay, okay, okay. Like kind of in the middle. Okay, that's good. So it's fun to see people talk about their comics and their stories. So I'm assuming all the writing is done. You just want to get the art stuff out of the way. Mhm. Do I want to give him did I give him freckles? I don't think I gave him freckles, did I? I feel like he looked good with freckles. Oh, other way, other way. No freckles. No freckles, no freckles. Strange. I thought I gave him freckles. Maybe that was a sketchbook sketch. That's a little redundant, sketchbook sketch. I think I need to learn how to properly draw ears at some point in my art career. I've just been kind of like free balling it, just kind of going for what looks. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it would have looked fine if people didn't know. I was kind of winging it. It wasn't until like I tried to model them in Blender that I'm like, what are ears doing actually? What's going on there? There's also the time when I was like making my oh actually another update while I was gone. I've been playing D&D. Me and my friend started a little bit of a campaign. When I was drawing my elf character, I was drawing the ears and I'm like, guys, I don't even know real human ear anatomy. How can I make it up for a fantasy creature? Let's see. Yeah, the story is done. Like just enhancements are being made as we speak. Oh, okay. One of us has made a sketch for the three main characters. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So like where are you gonna release this? I'm always curious where people like release their mostly written work. Okay. You can use reference whenever you are in trouble. Okay, yeah. I'll just have to take a look at the story first to see if I can help with your story. Thing is, I'm only out of school for like well no, I'm out of school for quite a while, but I'm starting my work soon. So I don't know if I'll have enough time to help you in a timely manner. Just so I don't get your hopes up too high. I'll take a look though for sure, for sure. And I'll let you know. Let's see. Let's see, what time is it? I can't stay. Okay, 2:32. I started. It's been an hour. Has it really been an hour? No way. Um, oh, 46 minutes. Look at that. It's been a while. Time flies, I guess, when you're having fun. Okay. Let's see. I can't stay for too long today. I was supposed to start at 12, like at noon, but like that didn't happen. I was supposed to start at 1:15 after that, and obviously that didn't happen either. But oh well. I have a flight to catch tomorrow. I will be visiting my mother for a little bit before we go out on a little bit of a trip. But I do need to get her some little gifts from the big city while I'm here, and then get her some things home. Especially with Mother's Day coming up, I'm like, eek, what can I give? What can I give? With the very little money I have. Hello, Tess. Thank you. I like your art style. Cute avatar too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, this avatar, like my little character that moves around, I oh my gosh, I was looking at the video. I was watching the video, my last video back yesterday, and I'm like, wow, we made this avatar last year and we had such a good like plan for it, and then we didn't do anything with it. Oh well. I was even looking at it. I'm like, it would be nice if I could like re-rig it and like add more. I don't know stuff to it. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. The thing is, I don't know how much more my computer can handle. which is crazy because I got like a pretty beefy computer for uni. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I think I just haven't been using it like its full like processing capabilities. So now like when I really like try to make it work, it's not it's not really in the mood for it. One thing I'll never understand inside profiles is how to do this chin part without making it look stupid. I think that I'll just have to do. Because I'm looking for good, not perfect. I'm looking for good, not perfect. Glad it's getting used though. It's nice and made. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. I had a lot of prep done for making more videos around summer last year before a lot of things hit the fan. So I'm finally getting to use a lot of it now, which is nice. Mm, I'm just worried about how this hair will transfer over to Blender. It's not really. Where's my. I don't know if it's really giving the same. It's looking kind of different from like these two. They have different styles. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like this one is kind of more style itself is different. The one on the right is so much more detailed. The one on the left is kind of more freeform freestyle, and I think I prefer that. But I don't know how I'm gonna model that in Blender. But I think it's gonna be modeled. Sorry, I think it's gonna be easier to model than all of these random willy-nilly strands. So I think I might. I was a bit worried about this in the sketch, but now that I'm seeing it lined out, I'm like, yeah, maybe that's an issue. I want it to be a bit more like shape based. And the one on the right has like a few more sharp lines. So I think I'll try to emulate that. Okay, something like that. I just opened Blender for the first time. It was a disaster. That's a canon event, I fear. That's a canon event. I think I think Blender is like one of those programs where like you kind of have to just go on knowing that like whatever happens is gonna happen. It's just gonna be like that. No matter how I feel like when I first opened Blender, no matter how prepared I was, I feel like I opened it and I'm like I saw the default cube, but I'm like, okay, I've watched all the tutorials, now what do I do? How do I move everything? They kind of skip past this part. But I think it's just like once you get in it, you're in with Blender. Maybe not like riding a bicycle, because like I feel like you can forget a little bit, but like it's very much so muscle memory. Very much so muscle memory. But I think there's a lot of freedom in Blender, I think, which is what I love about it. Which makes it worthwhile like going through all that trouble to learn. You just bought your pen tablet today. Oh, congratulations! Congratulations! I see. Have you tried Blender with the mouse yet? I sometimes switch back and forth between like pen tablet using Blender and mouse using Blender. I find that for pen tablet things like sculpting, like the later stages of sculpting and like texture painting and stuff like that. Maybe grease pencil if you're into that. That's what pen tablets are good for. But like for box modeling and whatnot, like the bases, starting off, I like to use a mouse. But I think no matter what, like just learning the program itself is, regardless of which one you use, is still gonna be tough. Let's see. Yeah. I remember when I first got my pen tablet. Also, download Clip Studio. Man, you're going fast. You're going fast. Working out all achievements. I hope you like it. I really do like Clip Studio. It's such a it's a nifty piece of software. And we'll start learning the art and stuff. Okay, yeah. You certainly have all the tools. You certainly have all the tools. Yeah. I find that like the way brushes perform from art what's it called, art software to art software is different. Like the way the brushes feel in Clip Studio Paint is different from how they feel in like Krita, and it's different from how they feel in Medibang. And then Medibang and Firepacker, they're kind of similar, and it's different how they feel in like Procreate or something. Some of them like lining, it feels better in different programs. Sketching feels better in different programs. I mean, also like I'm not very good at making brushes, so that's that's what it does for me. Man, no. Each give a certain feel, a certain feel. But Clip Studio, I find like whenever I'm lining, whenever I'm sketching, like it's very good for me to make comics. It just kind of works with my workflow. Yeah, congrats on getting all that art stuff done. I didn't understand a single word, but yeah, yeah, it's just saying that like the different tools like it's like how using like uh different pencils, like different mechanical pencils feels different, but they both do the job. That's kind of like what the art program feels like. Different art programs feel like where they can all do art, but like there's like certain little tricks to each of them that make it slightly different from program to program. Clip is my favorite software, hands down. I could do everything I want in animation, editing, extreme image rendering, spicing out, etc. Yes, yes. Yeah. Clip they did their work. They did their big one with this software. They did their work. I got Clip. I don't know if you were here, Tess, when I was talking about it. Oh my gosh, do you actually don't hear like those like ambulances? Like that's kind of like a constant I fear, a constant I fear. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I recently got Clip EX to do like more comic stuff and maybe get into animation. But if you have any tips on animating in Clip, that would be amazing to hear. Cause I know in the Pro, when I had Pro, I wanted to do animations because I like the brushes that much. I thought it'd be fun to animate with it, but I never I never got that far in animating, I fear. Before I got EX, I started animating in Blender using grease pencil, and I just kind of stuck with that. But I think Clip would be interesting to see what it's all about. But the only thing that does leave anything to be like desired in Clip is like their text tool. I was trying out like when I was making the thumbnail for this video today, or no, yesterday. When I was making the thumbnail yesterday, I was trying to resize the text box. For some reason, so I don't know. Am I stupid or was the text box like resizing like kind of wonky? Like I did the wrapped text thing and then I was trying to resize and it was so laggy and I'm like, man, I missed the Krita text boxes and whatnot. But yeah, no. I remembered when I had pro lettering in Clip Studio was very annoying. I think that's what took me like so much time when I was like making pages and whatnot. I also didn't like lettering in general, so like that's also a me issue, but the combination certainly didn't help, I fear. Okay. Man, we're making quick work of this. Never got to fully learn learn or get comfortable with animation and clips before things go awry for me. I know my energy problem is using it. Tutorials seem unnecessary. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't even know where to get to the animation tools. I don't even know where the timeline is. I don't know. One day when I really feel like doing it, I guess I'll have to learn. Yeah, no. I feel like when I was without money, without funding, when I went to Blender, I took my little like my bag on a stick and I went to Blender with no money, no funds, no skills. And I'm like, please, please, can I use grease pencil, please, please? And then they let me in. I just kind of stuck with it since. But I just love grease pencil because it's like it feels like animation made like easy, but like on hard mode. You know what I mean? Like everything that I feel like would be hard about animation, like oh, panning shots, different like compositions, like vertical compositions in like 3D space. I feel like when I go to Grease Pencil, I'm like, it's okay, guys. We have the power of 3D on our side. We can just like add in a few primitive boxes and everything, and then change the camera angle, and then we can draw on top of it, and it'll be fine. Is the idea, is the concept. I haven't actually done it yet. But then when I think about like, guys, how do we like make the art look pretty in Blender Grease Pencil, I kind of like come to a full stop where I'm like, I don't really like the brushes. I don't really like the effects that much. So it was a trade-off with Blender. But I made a few little like the longest animations or like little like short form videos I made in Blender were the longest I've made, firstly, but also I think kind of like the best. I might have gone to like starting to color one, but it's kind of fuzzy. It's kind of fuzzy at this point, but I do want to do more in there. It's a different world in a way using grease pencil, so it makes sense. It is a different world. It's a different dimension, in fact. It's a different dimension. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of potential in industry for it. Or like, and also just like, when am I talking about industry as if I want to get into the animation industry, but like there's a lot of potential in it, like in general for like works, especially like webtoon and comics and just art in general. I think ever since the only thing that stopped me really from like getting serious about like 3D animation and grease pencil and whatnot was just having like the basic skills like in Blender to like just how do I move things around? How do I think of a shape and actually like build it? How do I draw something in 2D and how do I convert that to like 3D? That's kind of like the roadblock for me. And now I feel like I'm a little bit better to where like I'm not perfect, but I can at least like get a few ideas down from like paper to like 3D cube. I was animating a Pokemon card. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put light, where to put. Thank God it was hell when I suddenly disconnected one node and the whole texture was so. Okay, yeah. Yeah. What light to put? Yeah, no, I wish I could help, but like I fear I'm at the exact same place. I haven't really touched lighting in Blender, so just God bless. That's all I can say. But texture nodes I've touched. I've made like oh, I don't know if you guys watched the previous video, but like I was working on this toon shader in Blender. The idea is, let me guys tell you about like my key master plan is I'll make a background in Blender, right? Like right now what I was working on in the video was Dante's bedroom because that was important for story reasons at some point. I was working on that and I modeled the bedroom and then I made the toon shader. Now the idea is that the toon shader is gonna be shaded exactly like how I shade my panels. And I managed to do it. I managed God darn it, I managed to do it. So I do have a little bit of experience in shading nodes and geometry nodes in that way. But like it's very limited to like just enough to make it work for me. And I haven't honestly. Every time I think about touching that toon shader, it's like touching a line of code I haven't like looked at or commented on in like the past year. So every time I think about it, my head kind of hurts. But no, Blender's a process. Blender's a process, that's for sure. Beautiful! All done with this part. Okay. Let's see. Should I try Lorelei next? This is way, way better than what I had before. Actually, yeah, I think I should try Lorelei next. Switch it up a little bit. Let's get my girl on here. Yeah, no, I think I like the newer version. His legs short. I think maybe his thighs are too short. He looks kind of Maybe let's extend these babies a little bit. Yeah, the arm. I thought the arms were looking long too. Nothing is easy, and Blender is a great example of that. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Blender is like, not high risk or high reward. Like you put in a lot of work into it, and at first it looks like you really didn't do anything with your time. You just wasted your time. But then eventually, like it starts to pay out. I think his arms are looking long. I had this like reference on Pinterest of this person doing a 3D, no, sorry, a turnaround of their character. And I was like looking at my arms and I was looking at their arms. I'm like, the arms look long on mine and they also look long on theirs. So I was like doing kind of like an arc to see where they land. And I'm like, the tips of the fingers land like around the knees. I'm like, maybe that's all right. But right now, I'm still looking at him like, he looks kind of, maybe it's because his torso is long. I feel like, proportionally, his torso looks way long. So I might just lengthen that a bit. Yeah, this looks... Oh, wait, hold on. If I change it for this one, I have to change it for the other one, too. Eek! Almost got myself. Okay. And I make him as tall as he was originally. Yeah, I think... Oh, okay, I think that's much better. I feel like something I learned with art is, like, the thighs are always, like, a little bit longer than you think. Or longer than what I think. I always think, like... I don't know what the lower part of the leg is called. I actually... I don't tell people I told you that, but, like, I never really cared to learn anatomy like that. But I should know that. But yeah, the thighs, I always thought the bottom part of the leg was, like, the long part that made up most of a person's height. But the more I do art, the more I'm like, no, I think it's more the thighs. I think I have this bad habit of shrinking the thighs, and then, like, the knees kind of land in, like, an odd place. Okay, yeah, I think that looks much more proportionate. And his hands here were huge. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I know, like, if I was in Blender and I was doing it, I would have been like smacking my head on the table at like 2 a.m. wondering like what's going on? Why doesn't it look right? Okay. Okay. I think that's good enough. Hello, boyo. Hello, I came from Yuning. Oh, Yuning, did she post? Oh, thank you. Chainsaw, hello. Oh my god. The whole gang, the whole squad of them are here. Hello. Aren't you still at Comic-Con? Or is that over now? Hello, people. Welcome to my stream. I tend to make legs too long when I draw wonky looking characters. That's fair. Sure. I think for me, it's like always like I have certain proportions in mind, and I'm like, I can't make the torso too long. And then sometimes I make the torso too long and then I make the legs even longer. So then at the end, the head looks like a peanut. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? What happened? Okay. Hold on. I need to get some reference of Lorelai. Let me see if I can get anything of that. Oh, lots of comments. Yeah, Chain shared your live stream link to you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Chainsaw. I appreciate that. Comic Con is done chilling at home, watching the kid. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Our strongest soldier. Okay. Let me get some reference of Lorelai. Where are these files? I really need to. I think before the end of the year, I need to get this drive all sorted out. I have this one USB drive from I don't even know how long back when I was still doing Minecraft content. 64 gigs like big, and it's a mess. It's a mess in there. It's a mess. I need to really just get it organized. Let me see. Let me do a little file open. Where would I put it? Looking for old content is just goodness. Whenever you want to load, computer. It's up to you. It's all you. It's all you. Don't mind me waiting. Okay. My downloads is a mess, and I haven't sorted my files. I don't like my downloads. At some point, when I think my downloads get too messy, I make a folder called old, all caps, and I just like move all the downloads in there, and it looks like I've organized my my downloads. I also do it for my desktop, so honestly, like if it isn't really important, like why would it be there in the first place? At some point, I'll just delete everything in the old folder. Like the 3D VTuber model. Thank you. My 3D VTuber is lost in another room. What happened? Where'd he go? This is partly thanks to your influence, Chainsaw. Only reason why I'm over here. Why I slaved away in Blender. Okay, let's see. When did Lorelai show up? Is it episode 1? No, it might be episode 2. When did we get a full body shot? Oh my gosh. Little M's. Oh, the storyline. Okay. Three powerful AIs before dying. Dying. I can bond with a human vessel. Experiencing fractured memories and figuring. Sogsod. That's an interesting name. Once if they die. Strength vessels cool. Protector. I do for you. True to trust is. Restore. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. That's a fun elevator pitch. How long have you been writing the story? Guys, you can't see my screen, but I promise I'm doing work. My computer is just going really slow. Just take my word on this one. Things are happening just like on screen but off screen. I think I enjoy the webcam more than the VTuber though. Oh, is that what's up? I'll have to look into that. The thing is, I wanna cameras. Oh my gosh, I want to get into like doing more like day in the life content, like lifestyle content, like while working and like doing comics and whatnot. But eek, I think the only thing stopping me, or like the only thing I'm saying is stopping me in my head, is my camera. Guys, how come I can't find any good pictures of Lorelai on this thing? Did I not save? Oh wait, never mind. I can get something. The thing is, I remember when I saved my. Okay. When I saved my episodes from why isn't this why? Okay. When I saved my things from Clip Studio Paint, I saved them as like the segmented files. Okay. I think I figured out a hack. Okay, open. Boom. Oh my god, looking at my old art makes me like crawl in on myself and collapse, and we've come so far. To say the least, we've come so far. Oh my god, what's this I'm thinking? Mm. Amos, do you have like a? Should make like a Google. What are they called? Like a Google sheet? Not a Google sheet. Like a document, like a portfolio of the story. That'd be cool. Actually, maybe I should just boom. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Creative AI is the message. Oh, very nice. Don't mind how pixelated this is. This is what's currently up on Webtoon right now. A month ago. Oh, okay, I see. Oh wait, never mind. I found them. I found the episodes. Where's episode 2? That's not episode 2. So we tend to hate our old art more than anyone else. So technically, it's never as awful as we think, as we see it. I like that. I like that test. I like that test. That certainly is a great mindset to have. There it is. Episode 3. Maybe episode 4 is a better reference. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've even like drawn Lorelai. You don't understand, guys. I have like a doc. I don't remember how long it is now. It's like how many pages is it? 20 something? 20, 25 something of just lore. No no pun intended because her name is Lorelai. But like there's been a, a lot of thought that's been being put into uh the story. Forget no file open. You see, I didn't even. The thing is, I didn't think we'd get through Dante this stream. I thought we'd still be stuck God knows we're doing God knows what, trying to get his character sheet done. Now I'm like, oh, I need more things. I need more things to do. Where are my references? Where are my references at? Which is why I'm panicked. Okay. Is somebody else working on any other stories at the moment while we wait for me to like get my stuff together? Let's see two. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Am I silly? No wonder the files aren't opening up. They're critify. The more you know, the more you know. I was wondering, I'm like, all these pages, all these files, like of the full episode, why isn't it opening up? I totally forgot that I did the comic originally in Krita. Wow. The more you know, guys. If I really like just was more patient and just check the file type, this would have been done a lot sooner. Okay. Let me see. Do I have a front view of her anywhere? Oh well, this will have to work. I have another. Um, I did do a revamp. Did I show this? I was looking at my Instagram yesterday. And I'm like, I haven't posted the last thing I drew like a year ago. Oops, who said that? Let's see. I still gotta finish up episode 3 for the webtoon comic entries. Yes, Chain. I have to catch up on your videos for the contest. You know, yesterday I was on Apollo's stream and I'm like, wait, guys, there's a new contest out. I'm like, what's the theme? What's everybody doing? What's it do? But the more you know, the more you know, the more you know. Let's see, Tess. I'm trying to write a story. There is no trying. You just write. You are writing a story right now. That's the facts on that. Yep, I did older web comics in Photoshop. You see, I don't understand doing comics in Photoshop. That's strength I will never know. That's strength that I do not know. Okay, there we go. Let's copy this. Did I ever share this? I don't think I. Oh, spoilers! I think I had a video. Did I have a video? Did I post the? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I've done. But anyways, Lorelai's new design. Boom. Okay. Why is this still here? Let me save. Oh my gosh, guys. Story time. This Tuesday, was it? No, Wednesday. This was the day after my last final for the semester. I went to the library. Very, very nice library, might I add. Very nice library. I got like ready. I got everything. I brought my big clunky backpack. And I'm like, let's get some work done. I got onto Blender for an hour or two. I was blendering it up. And then my Blender crashed and I didn't save. I hadn't saved for the past hour and a half or something. I was like pretty much back to where we started square one. Oh my god. I packed up my things and I went home. I think that is a sign. I'm like, clearly this isn't meant to be. And you wouldn't believe whose Blender project I was working on. I was working on Dante's Blender project. So it's that weird, funky 3D model where I'm like, I don't even like it. So then it crashed and I'm like, okay, I think this is a sign that like, it shouldn't be. It wasn't meant to be. Let's see. Whoa, chainsaw in Photoshop. I can't believe. Me too. I work in Photoshop. And the files are heavy as heck. Yes, Photoshop. I think it was back back in the day when I was still like a youngin in art and I was still trying to figure out what. Oh, I had another reference here. I was trying to figure out like what art program I should use. And back then, our YouTube was like, I'm using Photoshop and this Photoshop brush. Everybody was using Photoshop. Everybody and their mother was using Photoshop. And I acquired Photoshop through means I will not speak of. But then I got to Photoshop. I'm like, guys, this kind of sucks. I don't know what brushes are doing what. And then I deleted Photoshop that I acquired through other means I will not be speaking of. Let's see. That is true. LOL. The story is there. I'm just stuck in world building trap and fine tuning phases that never end. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. The thing for me is that I don't really like world build heavy on the air quotes there. I build enough worlds for the story. Do you like I never how do I say this? What am I even saying? I never like purposely like make a doc and say world building. I just like whenever I'm thinking like, how do they do taxes here? I'm like, well, what seems appropriate for this world? So, so sometimes like there's benefits and positives to that. I don't really get stuck a lot in the world building aspect of it, but then at the same time there's like cool areas I don't get to explore because I don't really like focus on it like that. If that makes sense, if that makes sense. Very exploratory, but then I sometimes miss the forest for the tree since I'm only like growing a single tree at a time. What metaphor was that? Let's see. That's why I moved to CSP. Yes, CSP, the best. Yeah, be blending. Blender has autosave function though. The thing is, I went to autosave. I went to the autosave file, and it was the old file. It was like so long ago. I was like making my last edits, and then it went kaput. And I'm like, the last edits that would have made this like model worth it have disappeared off the face of nowhere. So I was like, never mind. I think I was just ready to give up. I think I just needed a sign. You can retrieve it from your lost data. I'll go check. I'll go check. But the blender, okay. The blend file itself, the model, dookie garbage. I fear. If I if I ever do decide, I'll have to check it again. I have a toxic relationship with Photoshop. I hate it, but I can't let go. We need therapy. We need therapy. We need Photoshop therapy. Adobe cannot have a hold on you like that. Do not let them win. Let's see. I only use Photoshop with texturing my 3D models and image editing. Is there a benefit to texturing in Photoshop as opposed to like clip or critter or something? Is there some heat I don't know about? What is that at the top? Let's see. Let's see. If I'm creating a character, I need full details of her. Yeah, I can see that. Sometimes I just be throwing tossing at a wall and seeing what sticks with my characters, and then I kind of work it out as I go. That's why I usually like get stuck on the planning phase a lot of the time because I'm like, maybe I need a little bit more time with this character to fully flesh it out. You expand on what is necessary to the story when it comes to the world. Yeah, I think especially in the beginning stages of when I'm like world building, like how I come up with the story is more so I have a cool scene in mind or I have a cool dynamic in mind. Sometimes I don't even have the characters. Like especially with like the Mermaid and the Dead Man. I started from the end. I had like a cool ending I wanted. And then I slowly like worked my way back. It's like I hope you guys have all read it. I don't want to spoil too much. But I was like, the end, I want it to be like he was dead the whole time. And then I worked my way backwards. I'm like, well, why would he be dead the whole time? Like, what's the purpose in hiding that, right? So then I kind of worked my way backwards, and I'm like, you know what? Wouldn't it be cool if insert lore that I can't say right now? And I'm like, you know what? To add on to that, what if this thing also happens? That's kind of how I work with my stories. I start with scenes, with ideas, with concepts, and I work my way back into characters, into like plots, into arcs, into story beats, etc. Let's see, what are people saying? I mostly work in slice of life, comedy, and romance, so world building is not that complicated. You know what? Take joy in that. Take joy in that. But some romance, some slice of life, they could have interesting world building. Like there's these sometimes these slice of life series like where people are like in office work, like office settings, where they're working at like construction firm or something, and they're going through like, oh yeah, we're bidding on this document for this museum and gallery or whatever, and it's just it feels like a different world because I'm like, what are we talking, guys? What are we talking about? We've lost the plot. Why are we bidding on documents and buildings? In my in my romance slice of life. Let's see. I've cried blood thanks to Photoshop. It always keeps crashing. I fear that is the name of the game. That is simply the name of the game. It comes with the territory. I'm trying to figure out what I even want with my story. Adventure thriller, I guess. IDK. Interesting. Adventure thriller. Yeah. Sometimes, like, maybe think of the strong hook of your story first. If you want my 2 cents, you didn't ask for it, but like I'm gonna give like maybe 5 cents out right now. The thing that get get like a good like beat that gets you really excited about like your story. And then think about genre later. Like adventure thriller, but like if you're not really feel can they stop? I hope you guys can't hear this. Oh well. But what if you don't feel like writing adventure thriller right now? Right? Like, you know, start off with like a really like heavy hitting like elevator pitch that gets you like super excited about it, and then like the other pieces like kind of fall in place. And then you just kind of can't stop yourself from writing more. Music helps me brainstorm my stories. Ooh, that's a fun one. That's a fun one. For me, I don't really listen to music like that. For me, brainstorming stories means like it's not like maladaptive daydreaming, but it's like kind of like just closing my eyes and thinking like, oh my god, wouldn't it be funny if? Wouldn't it be like silly if? Wouldn't it be cool if? And then just kind of like imagining like, well, what would this character do? Or better yet, like, how would the situation even occur? Or like imagining like, I guess something I like to do is like imagining if like the story was like animated. That's one thing I like to do. Like, what this scene would be so cool as an animation. And then I just imagine the scene and I'm like, well, what happens after the action's done? Or what happens before the action is done? Something like that. Smart to work backwards because it's clear to see what needs to be done to make the beginning make any sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's usually why I do it. The only like downside that I have with the way my pardon me, with the way my brain works is that sometimes there's like the middle part, you know? You have like a really strong beginning and I have a really strong end. But then sometimes when I'm writing, I'm like, what about the middle part that connects the beginning to the end? Like I know it's necessary, but sometimes when I write, I'm like, it just feels boring and I wish we could just go from major plot point to major plot point, and I miss a bit of character development there. So that's kind of one thing I try to steer clear of and be careful of. Let's see. Toho. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh man, Toho music feeds my brainstorm. I don't know this one. What is this one? Is it like it's like music with lyrics or like what genre is this? Giving give me lots of sense. I have any sense to give. I might even have some dollars to give. Who knows? I usually figure out the main conflict of the story and then sort out ideas after. Oh, interesting, interesting. Main conflict. I think, main conflict of the story. The thing I can think of, like in my case, main conflict is in your dreamscape. The main conflict of that one came like, after. I thought of scenes or plot points I wanted to hit, and I'm like, well, like how do these all connect together? Like what's the story trying to tell me? And then I came up with the main plot point. But starting from the main plot, that's an area I haven't like really went into yet. That's interesting. I usually ideas come right before I sleep. It's annoying, but a blessing at the same time. Word. I totally understand that. I remember one time I got like I don't know if you guys know TNT. It's like this Asian grocery store. I got some milk tea from there. The milk tea was very very I like made it at home, but I made it kind of late, and I didn't expect like it to have the caffeine it did. Like the caffeine was so strong that instead of going to bed, I started out like rewriting how I want my life to go, like my life's like motto and like how I think about life. But then I had to go to sleep. But I did spend way too long on that. The story is similar story, same word, different font. That's actually a really fun perspective to take. Make an elevator pitch might be a lot of fun just to see what I come up with. Yeah, yeah. That's usually how I get motivated to a story, through a story. Because writing it takes a long time to get to like the fun part of a story. But if I know like going into it like, man, I really can't wait to get to XYZ scene where they do this, this, and this, it kind of keeps me motivated and keeps my eye on like the prize. Who was a let's see. I've only listened to Bad Apple. Is that the one where they do like the YouTube animations of Bad Apple? I know the song. Is it like the Miku song? Is it Vocaloid song? I'm not sure. It is a video game album essentially blew up because the music is so fire and from billions of covers are out there, you will always find a Toho cover you will love. Oh, I see. Oh, I really like this Bad Apple a Toho song. Oh, okay, okay. Can't send images in DM. Can you accept the DM? Is this on Instagram? Guys, I don't remember what her tail looks like. Eek! Actually, I should have a where do I have a I should have a character sheet of Lorelai somewhere in here. Mm, where is it on my iPad? Oh my god, guys. It gets to a point. It gets to a point. Hmm. So I remember when I did wait. I thought I did the Mermaid and the Dead Man on Procreate. Why is it on Krita? Why is it on Krita? Hold on. No, wait, I see some. Oh, okay. No, guys, I just remembered a bit of my lore. The Mermaid and the Dead Man did start on Procreate, and then I moved it to Krita to make it webtoon format. Okay, let me see if I can get a good picture of Lorelai's tail on here. Okay, it kind of has a little. Okay. Let's see, Shito song, and a cover of it got super popular, and someone animated all the characters to that point to the MV. Oh, the Vocaloid community sometimes bleeds into it because you know music covers. Yeah, lots with and without lyrics. Oh, okay, okay, I'm getting it. I'm understanding. I'm understanding. I'm understanding. Is this like when I when I thought of Bad Apple, do you guys know those animations where it's like I learned Blender to make this video and it's like that dinosaur singing like that's what I like by Bruno Mars? You guys, I'm not crazy. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like where they're like, "Oh, I learned 2D animation just to animate that video. I learned Blender just to animate that video." You guys don't act like I'm crazy. I know you know what I'm talking about. Shading and blending modes are the same or different. Um, I think shade like shading modes, or like shading and blending modes, or shading modes and blending modes. I haven't heard people call them shading modes, but if there's shading modes and blending modes, I would assume that they're the same. Not sure. But then shading, like shading art and blending modes, they're different. I love SpongeBob and Squidward Vocaloid version of like this. You guys are into an art form that I have not heard about. This is interesting. I think I should just make the tail a simple triangle rather than trying to do anything too fancy with it. I think I'm gonna enjoy modeling Lorelai on Blender because it's just a triangle. How bad can it be? How bad can it be? Yeah, he's talking about Bombardillo, Crocodillo. I know this one. Bombardillo? Bombardillo. Unfamiliar. Okay. Lorelai's tail has like three sections. A lot of my sketching process is like make enough lines and eventually like one or two of them will be right. And then just erase the rest and then boom, you have a finished sketch. SpongeBob and Squidward Vocaloid are either products proving we went too far or haven't gone far enough. I think we can go further. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, in the new like redesign, I wanted to push a bit more of the fact that Lorelai isn't just a human that is blue. I kind of, when I first made this, I wasn't really like thinking too hard on it. It was for a contest, for like a festival, a writing festival. So I was like, you know what? I was in school, I had classes, and I'm like, we just need to get the thing done. We just need to get the thing done. Let's just get the thing done. So then I didn't really think too much about the design or shape language, storytelling through the character design. So that's kind of how I wound up with the design I had, which I mean, it isn't. I had some thought. It had some thought behind it, but it could have been, a little bit more, oomph. So that's what my goal with the redesign is, just to add a bit more interest to say that like, yeah, she might be blue and she might have humanoid figures, but she's not a Smurf mermaid. She's a bit more than that. Okay. Okay. Is anybody else entering the webtoon contest? That's apparently happening still. I wanted to join a contest like when COVID was around. I think there was a contest there, but I don't even remember what the heck I was doing. I think I had exams. Yeah, it always happens like summertime-ish, no? I think I might have had exams during that time. And it wouldn't have been very smart of me to undertake a project like that. I mean, there's always drama whenever the contest comes around. A lot joined the contest in unique server. Yeah. I figure they're all working hard. And I'm hardly working. Let's see. I love updating old designs. It's one of my favorite things to do because it's like it's an instant like dopamine boost. Because I'm like, obviously it's gonna be better than the previous one. There's no like direction other than up that we could go. Wish I could. I don't even know what it is, but it sounds fun. Well, from what I remember, it's you have like a theme and then you make a 3 episode comic. I don't know if the rules are still the same. You make a 3 episode comic for the theme and then like a bunch of judges will judge the comics and then some people will win and then something something and then profit. That's what I remember. Take that as you will. But yeah, no. It's been so long since I've been like on webtoons itself, like webtoons proper, like even just like uh reading the reading a comic. Let me see. Mm, the thing with the okay, since nobody's saying anything, I'm gonna assume you guys can't hear the ambulances. Yeah, deal. Agreed. Okay. The thing with the thing with what? The thing with what? Get on with it. What's the thing with the thing? Um. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing with like me, not uploading for a while, like with university and all. I don't know if you guys know, but like I'm kind of like a woman in STEM. I'm kind of in engineering, but um, yeah. What the thing with my degree is that I don't have the time is very sparse. Let's just say the 24 hours in a day, it doesn't really feel like 24 hours. So whenever I thought about like where is it? Whenever I thought about like updating or like, oh my gosh, you haven't posted on your YouTube in a bit, you haven't posted your comic in a bit. Oh my gosh, what are the people gonna say? I was like such an overwhelming like downer that I'm like, guys, I don't even deserve to like read any webtoons. So then it was like this thing again. I'm like, oh, you should be working on your comic. Your characters, they miss you. They're crying out for help, and you're not even helping them. And then I was like, you know what? Let's focus on school right now. The moment school is done, we can read all we want. We can go to webtoons. We can get caught up on what everybody's been doing. Where was I going with that? What was? Oh, you don't hear them? Perfect, perfect. Glad to know. Is there stabilization? Okay, there is stabilization. Yeah. I don't know. Was I making sense? What did I just say? Or the thing with streaming, and then like the longer I stream, the more like words just come out of my mouth, and I'm like, we're just talking to talk, aren't we? Let's see. I want to make my own comic, but I'm too busy with work, so I settle down with fan comics instead. You know, that's a happy medium. That's a happy medium. That's a happy medium. But I'll be honest, I don't see. Isn't a fan comic just the same amount of work as a regular comic? Those seem equivalent, right? I mean, I guess maybe like character designs might be done already. I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But that is a happy middle. That's a happy middle. I've been thinking about how I'll be managing working and the whole comics business because I am employed, guys. Congratulations to me. I do have a job, or I will have a job, and I'm just wondering how I'll be managing like the regular like work life balance and like comics. So I have a lot like I have a lot planned. I have a lot planned for like comics for YouTube, this, that, and the third. But it's all a question of oh, what's going on? It's all a question of time. Do I have time to get it all done? And do I have energy? It's a question of time and energy actually. Let's see. Hello, Nico. Whenever I even think of making comics, I end up daydreaming about it at work and my work suffers. No. That's like multitasking. You're multitasking. There we go. Multitasking. Very efficient multitasking. Let's see. My fan comic only has 30 panels, so it's short. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Makes sense. I see. Congrats. Thank you. Let me go. What's up, boy? Yeah, what's it, y'all's? Not much. Hope you guys are having a lovely Saturday. Since the semester is over, days have ceased to have meaning for me. I don't really the days come and they go and I'm like, well, it's that's another one down. That's another one down. It's getting to be very, very nice. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm in Canada right now, so it's starting like I'm in Ontario. I don't know if you guys know where that is. Canada, folks, heyo. But it's starting to get very nice. Like the cherry blossoms were out. I don't know if they're still out. They might be dead already. R.I.P. if they are. But it's getting nice. Winter is finally no longer here. I can maybe go out with like a long sleeve t-shirt and a light sweater. So we're winning. Okay, my friend at work always call me daydreaming and sometimes giggling like a lunatic. You see, that's I fear I'm guilty. I fear I'm guilty. I think actually the most time I do like my comic daydreaming is when I'm on my commute, when I'm walking to like class or like to groceries or whatever. I have this nasty, nasty, nasty habit of like listening to music and then daydreaming about scenes in my comic, and then I'm over there smiling, smiling, full face grin like a fool. Oh my goodness. I really catch myself lacking sometimes. I'm like, you have to be alert, girl. You can't just be in the streets like laughing and giggling to yourself. Okay, let's see. I'm curious, Nico. Is your work art related, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Does anybody here work in art? Let's see. I got a comic brainworm at work on Wednesday. I got nothing done, and now I have chapters of the thing planned. Oh my goodness! At least there is something planned. Some of us, me, daydream and then nothing gets planned. It's just the same scene over and over again. Look, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Let's see. Whoa, I'm from Ontario. Ontario, let's go. Oh, gotta love the O. I'm not Ontario native enough to know what the people here say about Ontario. I moved here like I think maybe it's 4 years ago now. I'm not too sure. 4? Is it 4? Is it 4? Yeah, 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 4 years ago. But I was up in Northern Ontario for like a year, and then I'm here in the South, in the Sul. Boya boya. I made 3D model for coins. I'm sculpting stuff daily. Oh my gosh. That's insane. We have a 3D model master in our midst today, guys. That's beautiful. Oh, the 20,000 pixel canvas. Is that why it's slow? Hold on. No, no, it's only 2,000. It's only don't scare me like 30. Yeah, yeah, it's oh wait. Yeah, it's only 2,000. Oh my gosh. Do I have a 2,000 pixel canvas somewhere? I don't think so. No, okay. Oh, you guys are giving me a run for my money. Oh, 3D models. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Let's see. How do I want this to go? Oh, seeing my sketching life, me making lines, none of them making sense. And then somehow I carve out a line that somehow makes sense. Go where 20K pixel canvases for work? Oh my God, they give you computer, they give you monster machines, they give you NASA NASA level computing power, don't they? Crazy. With over 100 layers, they give you a laptop for 20K? Oh my gosh. They hate to see you win. Oh my God, a laptop. What type of laptop? Oh my gosh. Insane behavior. I think I want to make her tail a bit more wispy. Something mm, wispy with a bit of sharp edges. It's all about how we stylize it. NASA level computer. Yes, NASA level 20K pixel canvas with 100 layers. My computer is like screaming right now. She's crying. Crying. I actually escaped it, not gonna lie. Born and raised in Ottawa, just recently got the. Oh, okay. I fear I'm stuck in Ontario for the next foreseeable long while. I mean, I don't hate it. I think the South, it's much easier for me to like live in the South since it gets much warmer than the North. I don't have like never-ending winter, thankfully. That's all I need. My mom actually, she moved out to the BC, so I'm a little bit envious of her. If you guys don't know Canada, BC is like the really nice part where it gets like nice and warm. It's really pretty there by West Coast. Lots of water. Let's see. I already miss it though. Ontario is gorgeous. Yes, it is very pretty. It is very pretty. I'll give it that. Especially the north with like all like the hiking and whatnot. You can tell I don't really hike, but like when I see other people hike, I think it's very pretty. I don't know how Ottawa is. I need to visit. No, I used to freelance and use the laptop. Now I have a PC. Okay, good. At least they're not being stingy on you. But freelancing on a PC with those big cameras, ooh, our strongest soldier. I feel like one crash, like that be is like the only thing separating me and like quitting. That would be the only thing. Let's see, 200 layers in and 4,000 pixels. My PC and Photoshop would be screaming already. Yes. I don't know why do we need 200 layers, guys? At that point, start a new canvas. It wouldn't be worth the stress. It wouldn't be worth the stress. Okay, I have a gaming laptop with the RAM upgraded to 32 gigabyte. Ooh, that's very nice. That's very nice. I think my computer also has 32 gig RAM, but it's not a gaming laptop, so and it doesn't have like a dedicated GPU, so it's not a super computer, I fear. I need to learn more about computers. Do you make 3D models in your free time, Nico? You should share. That'd be very nice to see. I want to see what the industry people, if you can, the industry people are doing with these 3D models. I have to study 3D, but I want the feeling of someone sculpting with me, so I get motivated to LMAO. I get that. I get that. One way I found for me to get motivated doing 3D model is I need a project, and the comic was a good project, I guess, because it's got me doing all this, bending my back backwards and in all sorts of ways, just to get a good base for a 3D model. Let's see. NASA level computer for those who do art on a scientific microscopic level. See, I don't do 3D models in the free time though, but I might start making me learn new software. Oh, that's exciting. Oh. I feel like this is why I couldn't do it like a career in art and why I went into engineering. I'm like, if they make me like I like doing art, but like if somebody is like you have to get this in and it's not a project I'm like super like passionate about, I'll be like, no. I don't think I like this very much anymore, guys. I don't think this is for me. That's why I wasn't like a big fan of art class. I mean, I've only taken one, so like, who am I to speak? But the one I took, like, I love the teacher and everything, but the art didn't feel like, as fun as exciting as doing it, like, just out of the joy and passion for it. Let's see. I get lazy to start on a new canvas, so pretty much all my illustrations are in one canvas. Am I reading that? If it crashes, then it's definitely my fault. At least we are self-aware. At least we are self-aware if anything. Praying for the health of your computer. Let's see. In the south end, it's decent weather. Family is in BC, and the weather just behaves compared to the Ottawa Valley in particular. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a little bit of like a solo trip. Maybe Ottawa for like around my birthday. Because it's kind of close and I could just do it on a weekend. So maybe I'll try that. My head hurts learning 3D and Blender. Too much tabs. Felt that. Felt that. My head hurts when I think of Blender. Heyo! I love it when Ottawa pranks me with warm summer like a day and then it hits me freezing rain. Literally. I remember one, I think it was like maybe in April. It was legit like snowing. It was like a snowstorm outside. And then the next day it's 20 degrees. It's hot and sunny. T-shirt weather. That was despicable. That was vile. That was vile. I'm like, guys, it's really getting serious. It's really getting. Why do I need winter boots one day and then the next day I can go out in sandals? That's not right. That's not right. Let's see. I practiced ZBrush before, but I forgot how to do it. ZBrush scares me. ZBrush scares me. A lot of people who do like character sculpting and whatnot, they use ZBrush a lot. But then that program, it's scary. It's scary. And it's expensive. Asterisks. I studied architecture too, but once I graduated, I yeeted and changed my career to art. Wow. Bravery. Did you not like architecture, or like was it just like I prefer art more? I was thinking about it. At our uni, they say like only what was it, like 20% of the people who graduate in engineering actually go into like engineering, like into their engineering field. A lot of them go to STEM or like other degrees since like the degree is transferable, or at least that's what they say. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, if I'm doing all this work to like actually pursue my passion instead, I should have just done that from the get-go. But I don't know. I've learned too much to think that it was a waste of time. But it's interesting to see what people do after. Because architecture, she's not easy. It's not easy. ZBrush is what I mainly use at work, along with Rhino and another one. Oh, I see. Not gonna lie, I wish I went to the book illustration route for my career. 3D paid more. Oh, is that the T? Okay. I guess I never thought that book illustration would be like a big industry like that. I could see like people doing like illustrations for a book. I just didn't know like there was a big, big companies for books. But I guess like, books, they do make a lot of books. There are a lot of books being made, so it does make sense. Where is it? Let's see. Bought 3D software on my iPad, but I'm too focused with 2D since none of peers do 3D. If nobody in your peers does 3D, then you could be the first. I think, I don't know. Not gonna lie, I think it's cool to be the first to do something and put everybody onto it. If that is what you really want. If you really want to do 3D because you have like a passion for it, or you have something that you really, really want to do in 3D, I'm saying go for it. Go for it. If you need external motivation, give yourself a little project. Like I wanna 3D print something, right? Let me learn 3D so I can 3D print like my little character, my little guy or whatever. That'd be a good motivation. I wanna do that too. But that's just me spitballing. Let's see. I didn't like architecture. My family chose it for me. I don't even like the maths. I see. I see. That'll do it. That'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, 3D pay more. That's why I want to learn 3D. Oh, okay, okay. I see. Ah. Then it's a bit more difficult to convince yourself, especially with career level things. Whenever I have to like learn a program where I'm thinking, man, this would be really good for my career, it's harder to me to do it because I'm like, why? I don't even have the job. Why would I work so hard to get it? But sometimes, if like that is the case, like for Blender, especially before I had like a project I wanted to do for it, I kind of treated like a little bit of a job. I'm like, I have to get in my hours for Blender, otherwise I won't get like my hypothetical like payment. I won't get my hypothetical salary. Just to kind of trick my brain into thinking, oh, this is way more important than just like, you know, me trying it willy-nilly, I guess. I do need a lot of that sort of like external like check-in to make sure I get my work done. It's kind of trash in downtown Ottawa. Heads up. Okay, if you like museums, but the museums of civilizations is really fun and has an IMAX. Ooh, that sounds fun. Sounds fun. Oh, I don't really care. I mean, I do, but like a trash downtown really doesn't mean anything to me because when I lived in Northern Ontario, it was like I wouldn't call it trash, but like it was like a little bit sketch. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, this head. Eek. I'm not fully focusing on drawing. I'm having too much fun chatting. Let's see. Learn 3 learn it. 3D is fun sometimes. Kudos to that. Actually, facts. I think it's fun to see the thing like be on your screen when you finish like a 3D model. For like a class we had this 3D like we had like a project where we had to design something and I'm like, guys, I know Blender. I didn't really know Blender that well, but I was like, I know Blender. I can model it in 3D. And then I really had to learn Blender. My grade depended on it. Let's see. I just hate the coins gig. But it was also my ticket out of the country. Oh, okay. I see. I mean, we can move up from that. I feel like getting your foot in the door is always the dream when you start. Your museum is also rather pretty of a museum itself, besides the dumb creepy spider at the front no one likes. Must be an attention grabber. Museum of Natural History is built entirely in an old haunted house castle. That's fun. That's fun. I like going to places in Canada where like you're like, wow, yeah, the French they definitely lived here. This was definitely their French quarters or whatever. Like that's sort of like I didn't study architecture. I don't know the style of the building it is, but you know the really pretty one with the bricks? Yeah. I love seeing those. Let's see. The buses will make you cry, so plan ahead. They're expensive. They almost never show up on time or at awesome times. Oh my gosh. Ottawa transport is one of the worst in the world. Oh my goodness. Wow. That sucks for you guys, I guess. Yikes. I think nothing pisses me off more than like bad public transportation. Because what do you mean, like, my tax dollars are going to this and it's bad? Like, be actually so for real right now. And when you actually need to depend on it, like, what do you mean I can't go from point A to point B within a reasonable amount of time? You don't even have routes that go there. Oh, pisses me off. Let's see. Yeah, I should. The company I worked at is slowly leaning more in AI. I'm afraid they might lay off artists. Time for me. Yeah, that might be time to bounce. Time to bounce. Oof, bad news, boy. Yeah, have invaded 3D modeling space too. Really? Start using it too, but certain specs will need human edits, so I'm good for a few more years. Need to say it. We need to start recording our process. Oh my god, I didn't know it got bad in industry like that. Oh, that's terrible. That's actually terrible. I know, like on social media, it's been like quite terrible. I didn't expect that in industry, like it's already gotten quite bad like that. It's a scary world out there these days. I just don't understand how these companies can expect that the AI product will be equivalent in value to something a human would make. To me, that's a little bit of a silly behavior, but what do I know? I don't have my business degree. Ew, wait, why are your... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Her ears should be like that. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. People, they don't understand. Okay, hold on. I think I might have to be going oh soon. I don't know if you guys were here. Well, you probably weren't here, but I have a flight to catch when tomorrow 8 yikes 8 a.m. tomorrow. So and I haven't even done a look at packing yet. My suitcase, she's still under the bed. She has not seen the light of day. The things my mom asked me to get for her while I was here, not even purchased, not even in the shopping cart. So I will have to do that today. And then I was hoping to get some rough cuts done on a video. I don't know when. I don't know when I'll get that done. I'm currently filming something like over the past few days, so it's gonna be like a little bit of a lot of footage to edit. Let's see, right? It's like $4 for a bus ride. Bro, where did my money you took in taxes go? Exactly, $4? That feels criminal. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything, but like that feels like a crime. $4 for and it's not even on time. The transfer is like what, 2 hours? 2 hours and then like that's it. I think something nefarious is going on. I hate to put on my tinfoil hat because I don't know, $4, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. I'm sorry. The people of Ottawa are being scammed. They're being scammed. Let's see, I just hope AI never fixes how to properly generate hands since I mainly work in an anime art. Oh, I see. I hope so too. You know, guys, sometimes I'm on Pinterest. Like, no, I saw a post. I think it was Instagram where like somebody was like on Pinterest and they're like, it's infected by AI. No joke. I looked at the screenshot and I'm like, it's AI, and they're like, yes, and I'm like, oh, this is so bad because I could not tell. I could not tell. I need to keep up with the newest like in the newest developments of this because I can't be caught lacking like that. I think too many things are changing for me to not be staying aware of what's going on. Let's see. I moved my entire life to another country and I packed like the night before you left. Oh my gosh. See, that's a type of bravery that I that's a type of bravery that I do not have. I mean, the trip I'm taking is pretty small, so ideally I could pack the morning up, but like who said that? We're not doing that. Okay. Hold on, I'm sending a text. Bits. Okay, that's done. What's everybody talking about? Let's see. Yeah, AI is still messing up hands, so you're good. Okay, good. Hello, Nico. I'm always scared to go abroad alone. Yeah, tell me about that. Tell me about that. I want to start like once I have a little bit of disposable income. God knows when that will be. I want to go on like solo trips, like go out the country or like out the province by myself and see the world. Because you can't always rely on everybody to be free and wanting to go to the same places you want to go. I want to hear a bit about traveling solo. Let's see. Hair art makes convincing broken fingers art. Has that going for it at least. Wherever the market is, I guess. Let's see. I hate airplanes. They make my ears ring. Oh my gosh. I had this one plane ride. So terrible. You know how like your ears are supposed to pop? I think this was when I was going down. I was sick at the time, and my ears, like I don't know for some reason they hadn't popped. When we were going down, we were descending. Pressure in my ears was getting worse and worse as we went down because they weren't popping. Oh my gosh, I felt like there was like a balloon in my brain, like trying to pop it. That was like the worst pain I could ever like imagine. Well, maybe like high up, maybe not the worst, but like pretty high up there, I guess. But I can understand now. At first, like I didn't get it. I really didn't get it. I'm like, guys, plane rates they're not that bad. But now I'm like, you know what? There is some merit to what you're talking about. I understand now. Let's see. Yeah, completely alone. I have no acquaintances in this country aside from my boss. Oh my gosh, that's very brave. I hope things are going well for you there. Make lots of friends and build a community. It's not easy. It's not easy. I cannot tell either. It's getting hard to distinguish which one's with. Yeah. They're getting good. They're getting good. A little bit too good for my liking. I mean, them being there was not in my liking in the first place, so. But who asked me? Who asked me? Actually, transfers 1 hour in Ottawa? They're stealing your money, Tess. Okay. Okay. Let's see, actually transfer. Hey, you get to see Yuning soon. Oh, Nico, are you in Germany? Oh, that's fun. It's hard to make friends when they're all rapping in a language. Not rapping. Okay, okay. I was about to ask, I'm like, do you understand the language? Okay. Well, good luck. I think you'll have to start your own rapping career soon. I really like your art style, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. The thing with like countries like Germany that scares me is that yes, a lot of them do know English, but like there's so much they talk so fast in their native language that I'm like I don't know if I could even if I did know the language, even if I did try to learn, I'm like I don't know if I'll be able to keep up. I mean, I guess you can say that for like every native language. A lot of the native speakers they speak fast because obviously they know the language. Guys, if you're in Clip Studio, let me put you on. I don't know, maybe like this is like years old and like I'm out of the loop. But this symmetry move square angle brush. I don't know if there's other ones like it. But you know how when you have the symmetry tool, you can't move things symmetrically? This one, it moves them symmetrically. Can you imagine that? Like, if I just make the brush size big enough, this one, I can just move these wherever I want, and they'll move the same amount on both directions. Isn't that beautiful? I personally think that's beautiful. I personally think that's quite lovely. So if you're ever like, oh man, I drew this thing in symmetry and it's not symmetrying the way it should symmetry. Now you know. Don't say I didn't put you onto anything. Now you know. Let's see. I can at least understand more than I can speak, but it takes me a second to process what's being said. Ah, no. I get it. I get it. Because by the time you're ready to reply the conversation, it's gone. It's already moved on. Okay. Well, with practice and more exposure to the language, you'll get there. You'll get there. Let's see. Are you using Clip Studio or Blender? I can't tell. Photoshop could not. Actually, right now I am in Clip Studio Paint, so this is all 2D. I should do a Blender stream sometime soon, actually. The only thing is, like, I'm thinking, when I'm using my mouse is quite loud. I want to get a quieter one, but I can always just do it on the tablet. But right now we're doing the clip. Let's see. Yo, that's such a cool trick. I know, right? I know, right? It's really this is one of my favorite brushes. This one I should actually like start and like heart that one and then write about it in my diary or something. Change my life. Okay. I hate drawing in Photoshop. I tried it for like a solid business day. And then I installed Photoshop. But a close favorite of mine, a second close favorite, is Krita. I love Krita. I was actually thinking about remaking The Mermaid and the Dead Man in Krita. But then I didn't. I just stuck with Clip because I was already used to it. Okay. You using Clip Studio, Nico? Clip Studio Paint. Convenience Studio Pro. Exactly. I wish I knew about that symmetry brush. I know. One day I was just, I was just scrolling on the asset store as you do, looking for gold, and I found like titanium, gold, diamond, platinum, ultra mega SS star, super ultra mega rare. Goodness. And I haven't quite like gone down from that high yet. Yep, I use Clip Studio. I can control my lines better. Something about the way Clip Studio draws lines. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Okay. Let's have some things. Mm. I used to have Krita. I loved it because the brushes are really nice. Krita, you have a lot of control, but Krita keeps crashing on my laptop. Oh no, that's not good. Was it like an update or something? Oh, hold on. I think my phone. What's going on with my phone? Oop, my phone died. That's why there's. Okay, hold on. I was wondering why like my avatar wasn't like moving like dead stare straight at you. Yeah, it's out of battery. Hold on. Let me turn off the. I think I'm gonna turn it off for a bit. I need a character while my phone charges because I don't think my computer can really handle both at the same time, tracking and whatnot. Don't miss me too much. Don't miss me too much. Don't miss me too much now. Now take off the tablet. Now it's just me, you, and the Clip Studio Paint interface. Okay. I use Photoshop even for my fan comics. Oh, actually draw manually the effects and the bubbles. Oh my gosh, because yeah, that's one reason why I'm like whoever does comics and Photoshops, they are strong as soldiers because they don't have any like comic specific tools. It's all just what you get because it's technically a photo editing program. It's just crazy. Crazy. Okay, let's go. Well, yeah, I can never have enough patience for Photoshop. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Say that again. Let's get this a bit more. Freak! No, my snapping! Okay. Beautiful. Okay, I've been, oh my gosh, 2.5 hours. Okay, let me see. I haven't had lunch. I'm trying to figure out how the rest of my day is gonna go and when I should pack it up. I'll definitely be doing more streams as the month goes on. I just don't really know when. Thinking sometime, maybe Saturday? I'm not sure about Saturday because Chain does stream on Saturday. He claimed that time. Not really. But I'm thinking maybe when I have like my days remote because I'm working, my job is hybrid. Thank gosh. But I think on my remote days I'll try to make time to stream since I won't have like a commute home, which would be nice. But then it has to be like the days where I'm not going to the gym. So there's no way I can do both. Okay. See, one thing that stops me from making comics is figuring out paneling. The only good advice that helped me was draw what you need, but I still struggle. Does anybody struggle with that? Like, is it like making interesting paneling? Yeah, is it making like interesting panels or like fitting everything you need? Or because with paneling, the thing is, at some point, you read enough comics to where you kind of get an eye. Like if you're not specifically studying like how do I make the most like optimal panels ever, if you're like how do I just make like my panels tell the story? At some point when you read a comic, enough comics, you you get a feel for like when people are talking, this is the kind of panels they use. When there's an action scene, well that a lot of that logic goes out of the window because they do a lot of things for action scenes. But I think the advice of draw what you need is quite good. Whoever gave you that, they kind of knew what they were talking about. They knew what they were talking about. Because that's kind of what I do. As, ex, except, the word. Except if like there's an action panel, or if like there's a cool set piece you're trying to use where you're like trying to break out the panel, then you can just take more creative liberty. But I don't know. I struggle more with writing scripts since I see everything in my head as images. Me too, Nico. Me too. I've made my peace with my scripts though. It's like, since I'm the one writing the script, reading the script, drawing the comic, if I already know what's in my head, I'll just make the script like as basic as I can. They do this, this happens, they turn right, they turn left. And then while the image is still fresh in my head, I try to make like thumbnails. Because my brain will like better absorb it. Does that make sense? Since I think visually anyways, the script is just there for like the dialogue I might forget, while the thumbnails is like for the cool shots and scenes I had in mind, so that I don't forget. I can see the images, but I still struggle with putting it to paper. It's clear in my mind. I told, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's why I love thumbnails. Thumbnails is like the cheat trick. You don't know how the scene's supposed to go. I don't know, just scribble on a paper. Eventually, like you'll just kind of get to what you kind of pictured. And if not, it's okay. Go to the next one. Eventually, you'll come back and it'll be something similar. And the nice thing about comics is that it don't have to be perfect. People aren't gonna spend like very much time on whatever like whatever scene you are like really like tussling with, unless it's like a big ultra mega action shot, and then you can spend a bit more time on that. But if it's not, you can just really like freestyle, do what you need. Interesting. Paneling instead of them all being the exact same size. I see. For me, I think I don't know. Was it Walter Ostley? Is that how you say his name? I watch a lot of his videos. I think it was specifically on paneling. There is always like the rule of like, have we seen the character's feet in a while? Have we seen their full body in a while? Have we seen like where they are in a while? And a lot of the times you realize like, well, if I want to show the full body of the character, I can't have like a square panel, right? It's like, well, I guess if I want to show like what they're walking to, I guess maybe that can be like a horizontal panel, like of just like their lower legs and their feet. If I want to show their full body, who they're talking to, I guess that can be a long panel. If I want to show like something falling off a table or something, maybe I can make it cool and make it like a diagonal panel. Maybe I can make it like kind of break out of the panel a little bit if I want a bit more action on that. Stuff like that. That's kind of how I think about it. I'm like, uh, how how do I what do I compare this to? It's mm, it's like if I go from episode to episode, and I'm like, I kind of pretend like it's been a week since I've seen the previous episode. I'm like, do I still know where the character's standing? Are they still on ground? Have they been jumping this whole time? Are they squatting? I just have to kind of give the reader like that kind of like context. Or maybe like if you have an extra long episode of like 80 panels, it's like, do I still know where the character is? Does the reader know where the character still is? That kind of thing. That's kind of like how I kind of go about it. It's all about giving the reader just what they need to keep them engaged in the story and not confused. Because especially the thing with the comics that makes it like tough is that people really read it at their own rate. You don't know if they're going from week to week, episode to episode, or like binging or what they're doing. So you kind of have to accommodate for like, what if the person reading this hasn't seen the comic in a week or something? Do they still know what's going on? Can they still know what's going on with the context clue just given in this video? Sorry, in this comic. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, and just kind of start somewhere small or short is the best tip for someone who wants to do a comic but is having a hard time. Really helped me. Oh. Starting small. Starting small. That's what I thought I was doing when I planned In Your Dreamscape. So I had a bigger comic plan before In Your Dreamscape, and I said In Your Dreamscape is gonna be my small little comic to get me started. After The Mermaid and the Dead Man, it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be short. It's gonna be cute. And it kept getting longer and longer and longer. So, but it is better than starting with like my magnum opus for sure. It gave me time to explore. I do need to start doing literally any short comic to get the feel going. Yes, yes. I think I remember when I first started like thinking of even doing comics, what I did was short Instagram comics. It'd be like a small gag or like a small cutaway of my characters where it was like maybe 3, 4 slides long, and then I'd be like, okay, got that out of my system. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Because at the time I was writing a novel, and I wanted people to like be more invested in the characters. So I just made like short, like one-offs, and that really helped me get like the mileage in to like learn how to do paneling. How do I do speech bubbles? Stuff like that. Very low risk. What's this? That's what I'm doing right now, and it's working. Yes, for comics, love that. Boy, yeah. Oh, I gotta read your stuff. The feeling I've finished something, even if it's short, is so. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I feel like the end is such a good feeling. It's just such a good thing to write down. It's like, oh, I have completed this, and this. Because while you're working on it, it feels endless. It feels like it's never gonna end from episode to episode. Let's see. I'm gonna be peeking at all you guys' works later. As a newbie. Oh, this is organic. Oh my gosh, yeah. Lots of comics to check out in this little community. Yeah, sure, comics are a lot easier to do than longer episodes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't think I've ever done like a really long episode. Like the original creators, they do some 80 something panels and update. No, 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 no. Not me, not me, not me, not me. it's it's much easier to feel motivated when you're like, "Ah, we finished an episode. That's done and out of the way. We've made progress," rather than working on the same episode for like hours and hours without end. Let's see. After I planning something short, but the plot gets out of hand. That's my problem too. That's my problem too. If anybody has like any good tips on that, let me know. Let me know. Because even the Mermaid and the Dead Man, let me not speak too heavily on it. We've made mistakes along the way. Oh wait, oh I see. Lorelai's the one with the freckles, not Dante. Okay, that's where I added the freckles. Oh, she's a pretty girl. Let's see. Nice. I'm just getting things done. It's my determination and motivation, exactly. Comics making process is so exhausting, but hey, at least the results are pretty rewarding. Yes, yes they are. Yes they are. Okay, is this looking better? Gosh, guys. Look where we started. Look where we started. What was even going on here? Look where we are now. Okay, very nice. She's very long, but it's okay. I get to make up the anatomy. It's my world. It's pretty It's very helpful for framing my execution. How you laid out the process. It helps me when I go off of cues. A long panel for walking. Yeah. Face falling. One comic strip even is exactly. I think just one little thing to get you in the door. That's all you need. It's like a gateway drug. It's like a gateway drug. Okay. Let, thank you. Thank you. Feeling shape of it. Beautiful. Thank you. Rely says thank you. And that it's a given. Okay. The thing is, like with comics, you really realize it's like it's a game of how much do I need to tell you before you understand the full story. That's kind of how I understand it, especially with like making writing interesting. You know, the whole like show don't tell thing, especially in comics. It's like, well, half of the comic is showing, so how am I really gonna juggle that with showing and not telling, especially with like writing and whatnot. I kind of figured like my philosophy is a big word. Philosophy is a big word I'm just gonna throw around there. My kind of philosophy with comics is like readers readers want to work a little bit for it. This is why some comics, when it's just like a big word dump, other than like word dumps not being very like fun to read, it doesn't really like make the reader work for it. You know, a lot of the fun part of reading, of consuming media, is trying to figure out what's going on. It's trying to figure out, oh, the story's doing this, it's so cool, why is that going on? And when you hand feed it to the reader, it's like, well, why am I even here? You don't even need me to contribute anything to this experience. Like, why would I bother interacting with this piece of media if everything's already there? But that's my philosophy on things. It makes things a lot more fun when there's something to figure out. It's kind of like why I maybe I got this from MatPat. It's kind of why like theorizing is fun. It's kind of why like some pieces of entertainment do so well. It's because there's stuff for like the viewer, for the reader to do. Where was I going on with that? So yeah, I think with comic you don't really have to think about it too much. Just enough to like with paneling and then writing and stuff. Enough so that people can understand the story and they can care about the story. Like with paneling, if you make it too complicated, they're gonna get confused and they're gonna be like, well, what does this add? They're like, it's a whole lot of like pizzazz, but it doesn't give me much like fulfillment. And also studying other comics. That's the I think Walter was the one who taught me that. Study other comics. Sometimes I'd go to action comics because In Your Dreamscape is like a action thriller type of comic, and I wasn't really like in the know of like how do I even write an action comic? What do people even look for? So I went to like manhwas like Solo Leveling. I really like their action shots there. So then I went to those and I'm like, well, what do they do here that makes me like really hyped? What do they do right here? So that's one thing I like. Good comics aren't good because of like they just happen to do well or like they just happen to get popular. There's something that they all do well. Maybe all of them do everything well, but there's something like that brings people in. And studying that is like really like I think, if I had to guess, I think that's the key to success. I know what I like as a reader. Let's see. When comics have large chunks of text to read, I end up blanking out and just not reading. Me too. Me too. If we didn't make up our own anime, we wouldn't have cartoons. Exactly. Yeah. I think I talked about it in a video somewhere, but yeah. Big text dumps, they're not fun to read. And the moment your comic's not fun to read, you've lost your readership. People don't want to read it anymore. And then it becomes like a fun challenge as a writer. I'm like, well, I need to get this information out, but like how do I do that without making it boring? It's an interesting challenge to solve. It's an interesting challenge to solve. Same, I tend to skip reading long dialogues, exactly. I think for me, the longer a series goes, the more grace I give it. Like if I'm on episode 100 and you have to like explain to me something, I'm like, okay, I'm already invested. Tell me what the tea is. I kind of want to know. I kind of know what's going on. But then if it's episode 1, I'm like, I don't even know these people. Like, why do I even care? Like they have this whole shebang going on. Skip, skip on to the next thing. Unless I have something really drawing me in and making like all that reading worth it. There's got to be like a reward at the end for me to like be invested. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on things. I think a lot about writing and like the media I consume. I'm like, why do I even like this? Like, what do I even get out of this? So I tried to like really think hard about that and try to like apply it to my own comics because I'm like, there's gotta be a reason, right? It's not like I like it just because the art's pretty, because I can see pictures of pretty art like a lot of places on social media, but what makes this one thing in particular stick out to me? Gotta treat your audience like they're smarter than you. Exactly. People are clever and don't need to be told everything to understand how things work. Exactly, exactly, exactly. It makes it fun. It makes you feel like respected. You're like, oh, the author expected me to figure this out, and I figured this out. Like, how smart am I? Kind of thing. So it's really, really, really fun. That makes like the work of reading much more fun. I recently started playing Final Fantasy. Oh, that's no Roman numeral. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Final Fantasy 10, 14. Final Fantasy 14 with a friend. And the cutscenes have huge walls of explicit text too. I skip reading those too. If I would read that much, I'd just pick up a novel. Exactly. Exactly. No need to jump scare me like with a bunch of text when I could just go to a book. But whatever. That's just what I enjoy as a reader. So I try to write like what I like to read. I don't know why this. If anybody knows how to use the guide thing in Flip Studio Paint, why does it not just make a guide on the current layer I'm on? I think that's so. Como se dice? Annoying. Why can't it just be on the current end? Oh, never mind. I take that back. I just need to go to a special ruler. Oh, the more you know. The more you know. Let's see. I used to love cutscenes, but now my hand is itching to skip them. I get that. I get that. But also sometimes for me, it's just that my attention span is short. That is also something I've noticed. I have a lot less patience for things that don't get to the point quickly. What's this? Let's see what other people saying. Started skipping text in games too. I grew up with games like Ocarina of Time. Game writing got pretty bad and chunky. I see. These days, I not even to say these days. I don't play a lot of games. I'm more of like a gameplay watcher. Gameplay watcher. And I feel like, I don't really focus much on the story writing in a lot of games. There's very few games where I'm like, wow, that game had like a beautiful story. That made me especially engaged. Now that I think about it, it's a lot more of execution. That's how I like to view games. But that's interesting. That's interesting. I think it's more so that I grew up with games not really being like for the story bit, but more for like the entertainment bit. That's interesting. I gotta take a look at that again. Game with the story lens. Because I know there's like a lot of channels that do gaming content, like analyzing the stories of the games rather than the content. Story writing. Tutorials are its own category of novels. See, that's something I can get behind. That's something I can get behind. Where I'm like, why do we need a 50K word tutorial to get into this game about how to play golf? Let's speed it up. Let's at least give me like a video. Give me a video tutorial. One game I do like the tutorial of. I'm a little bit biased because I just like the game is Balatro. Balatro is just that game is gold. That game is gold. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. The tutorial is quick to the point. They don't play games. They just tell you what's going on. Let's see what are people saying. I like story different games. Me too. I love the story different games. Like Detroit. I like Detroit Become Human. I haven't finished watching like the playthrough of Detroit Becomes Human because it made me too sad. I was seeing a lot of things hit the fan, and I'm like, guys, I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can handle it. So then I took a long break. I never went back to it. Okay. Let's see. But when it has too much explanation for players to understand the world building, then hell nah, yeah. I feel like, especially with games, there should not be a word dump to understand the world building of the game when you can show me the world. I feel like with games, I feel like that's especially like, what are we doing when they do that? Because in comics, it's like, yeah, I guess you can't really show us all of what the world has to offer. But in games, I'm like, you have the entire world. You have the entire world. Why can't you just, I don't know, show it? That really like puzzles me. Let's see. Detroit Becomes Human as a live setting. Yes, yes it does. Yes it does. For me, if it's like a story driven like choose your own adventure type of game, I'm like I if I'm watching a playthrough of that, it has to be of the happy ending. I'm sorry, I can't. If you're making choices, you have to make the right ones. Otherwise, I'm not tuned in. I'm not watching. I'm sorry. I need like a guarantee that things are gonna be okay. Let's see. Same thing with Life is Strange. Life is Strange. I watched like one episode of like a let's play of that, and I'm like, guys, people are screwing up too much. They're not making the right choices. I'm not into it. Let's see. There's a game. There's this game my friend lent me called I don't know, Brigandine. The tutorial was so long that I dropped it. I told my friend that I think I'm too dumb to play this game. Your friend was probably like, no, no, no. If you wait until like 20 hours in, like it gets really, really good. I just like story different games, but lately these days I've played a lot of Smash, Pizza Tower, Luna Nights. These days, to PT is perfection. Oh, I think Life is Strange for introducing music and music. I did like the music from what I remember. Play Oblivion and Skyrim. See, I haven't seen Oblivion yet. I have to see that. So I have to watch that. Actually, no, I scratch that, scratch that. The thing I said earlier about like game, like writing that I don't really see, like that I like. Sally Face. I love Sally Face. I forgot. I watched, who was it, Jacksepticeye do a playthrough of Sally Face. Oh my gosh. That game was beautiful. It made me sad. It made me happy. That game did a lot. That game did a lot. Yes, if I like Chloe better, I'd save her, but I found her annoying a lot. Me too. Was Chloe like the main character's friend that you have to keep saving in Life is Strange? I think so. One of the best games though are the ones that have a ton of story and none of it is in the game and it's only found in wikis and outside official content. That, but also when the story is like in the world itself. I think this is like Hollow Knight. I haven't like watched the full playthrough of Hollow Knight yet. But I think what they do is that they do a lot of storytelling within the world itself where they don't explicitly like shove it down your throat, but like you get to learn more as you just interact with the world. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful work. I don't like Chloe either. She was a bad friend to BH. Yeah, bad friend for real. Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyways, I think we've made plenty of progress. We're coming up on the 3 hour mark. My roommate's about to be back from whatever she was doing, and I'll probably have to wrap it up soon. Okay, hold on. Or like more like now. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I can get this character. All right. Okay, OBS, don't fail me now. Oh, 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 oh my gosh. Stream fail alert! Stream fail alert! Okay. Okay. Let's see. Sally Face was cool. One of those games I like to watch streamers play. Yes, it was beautiful. It was beautiful for that. It was perfect for that. Okay, there we go. Let's see what are people saying. What is this? Yeah. Played Bokura recently. It's a puzzle game, but I love the story. Ooh. Okay, very nice, very nice. Ah, lots of fun puzzle games. Okay, hold on. How do I eat? Don't look too closely, guys. This is me trying to figure out how to work this thing. Ooh. Oh, we're back. We're back. We are so back. We are so back. Okay. Perfect. This is just for like a little bit of an outro thing. Eh, I thought I could do something a little bit funky with it. But yeah, okay. Puzzles are so fun. Though you'll need a friend to play with you. Oh, co-op game. Nice. Um, thank you guys. Little Nightmares 3. It is VC face. You want to see my sauce? The sauce is VC face. And then I use either my PC webcam, which is okay. Right now it's doing pretty good. It was kind of crashing out earlier, like doing bad things to my OBS. But if not my PC webcam, I use my phone with Meow Face because I have an Android to do the little tracking bits. And then I made this little character in Blender and I used Unity to get it like I actually don't know what I did in Unity, but like the people in the tutorials told me to do stuff in Unity, and I did stuff in Unity, and then it made the model to put it in VC face. So, oh well, that's enough for me. Okay, even better. I was trying. Ooh, okay. We're making connections. We're making connections. Anyways, guys, I really do have to go. Like this bag isn't gonna pack itself. The groceries aren't gonna buy themselves. I fear. Okay. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. I'll do like a follow me on Instagram. I usually do a lot of my announcements on there. I'll be doing like a little bit of a post to see when I should do my like little next stream of working. I think I might finish up Lorelai's little character sheet by then, and we might be doing a little bit of Blender or coloring. I'm not really too sure what we'll be doing next stream, but maybe a bit of Blender character modeling on the next stream. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I might be at my mom's place, so that's an extra big we'll have to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. This is a blast. This is a blast. Thank you for chatting it up, keeping me entertained. I hope I entertained you. But yeah, it's been a blast. Um I don't know. Any last words? I don't really have anything to say. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, a great Sunday, and great until I see you next. It's been a blast. on. How do I end this? Okay. All right. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you later. I will have a video up. God knows when, but like last words. Time to pack. Actually, yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.